To address the fuel shortage, the Astral Express followed Miss Black Swan's suggestion to travel to Amphorius, a place known as the Eternal Land. However, soon after the arrival, March suddenly fell unconscious, and the landing that Dan Heng and I made on Amphorius was anything but smooth. After surviving the crash, the Trailblaze squad met the local heroes known as the Chrysos Heirs. From them, they learned that the titans sustaining the world were beginning to decay, and that Amphorius itself was scarred and broken. Thus began the prologue of the Flame Chase journey. At the end of this epic adventure, we uncovered the truth. Amphorius was trapped within the eternal recurrence, created by Finan and Cyrene. Their goal was simple: to defy the Aeon and rewrite the world's fated end of destruction. Carrying on Finan's legacy, we stepped once more into the cycle, determined to find a way to break free from fate. After thwarting the schemes of Xandar, the First Genius, and Evernight, we finally gathered together to face the Lord Ravager Iron Tomb. The battle was so immense that it even drew the gaze of Noose. Herta took Iron Tomb's place, completing her self-coronation as the Lord Ravager fell. And Cyrene, the Child of Remembrance, gave her life so that the seeds of a new world could take root among the stars. And so, the Epic of Amphorius came to an unprecedented and romantic close. In Noose's extrapolations, the fourth instant had already begun its countdown. With the spirit of Trailblaze shining in full, we brought this journey to a close in the purest, most poetic way imaginable. And as we bid farewell to the Eternal Land, the Astral Express set off once more toward its next destination.
This is the Inter-Astral Peace Broadcast. Good evening, everyone.
A guest? Wonder who it could be.
That's my proposal. There's no harm in giving it some thought.
I understand, but the Express's voyages are meant to extend the Silver Rail. That won't change.
But the cosmic situation will. The Legion's threat looms over the universe, and no one can avoid it. Isn't that why you started the trailblazing journey? To connect?
When it comes to the Express's course, I can't make any decisions on my own. Madam Jade, your olive branch should be extended to everyone.
Greetings, nameless ones. Deliverer of Amphorius. I'm here to celebrate our victory before the Express makes its warp jump, and lay the groundwork for a long-term partnership. On behalf of the Strategic Investment Department, and in the name of Diamond, I hereby invite all of you to Astropolis to discuss our alliance. Might as well think of it as a gift. A celebration feast for allies. And a well-deserved vacation. It's the crown jewel of Epsilon, headquarters of Interastral Peace Entertainment. It might not quite match Penacony in terms of glitz and glamour, but in the eyes of IPC folks, it's the ultimate vacation spot. Defeating Iron Tomb is, of course, a feat worthy of being recorded in the history books. It's something that belongs to the cosmos, and even more so to the Nameless. But you and I both know this is just the beginning. To eliminate the threat of the destruction, all forces must still unite as one. To this end, the Preservation hopes to join hands with the Erudition and the Hunt to establish an anti-destruction alliance, bringing together all forces that can be rallied to the cause.
I'm glad to see the Astral Express is on the list.
You're being too modest. You're heroes who defeated a Lord Ravager, and therefore the most brilliant emblem on this banner. I believe the Trailblaze would make a strong candidate for leadership.
I'm truly flattered.
Consider our vote as a show of sincerity from the 10 Stonehearts. So, may I have the honor of expecting your presence?
Every stop the Express makes is decided by all passengers together. Madam Jade, please, give us some time.
Of course. Then I shall wait with anticipation.
Sunday, what does your gut tell you?
From what I know about Madam Jade, every favor she does is just groundwork to put things in her control. According to her, the IPC sees the Trailblaze as something to rally behind.
What do you think?
To fight the destruction, we need more allies.
You're right. The more friends, the better. But I'm worried that the cost of this friendship will be our freedom.
Getting to visit the Interastral Peace Entertainment headquarters and become the leaders of the Anti-Destruction Alliance? Come on, when has anything that good ever just fallen into someone's lap?
Jade is a shrewd businesswoman. Her idea of a leader might not align with what we have in mind. What do you think?
Why? Mind telling us your reasons?
We should agree for now, and take things one step at a time.
Well, you're not exactly wrong if you put it that way.
But it's still better not to take any risks. This responsibility is too heavy to bear. Even if it makes sense, we must proceed with caution. Besides, it goes against our identity as free people of the Express. Once we accept, the nature of the Trailblaze would completely change. Anyway, we should politely decline for now.
The discussion's over, so let's take a vote. I reserve my judgment on this.
I second that.
Me too.
I abstain.
After careful consideration, we regret to inform you that we cannot accept your proposal for the moment.
I don't suppose Mr. Sunday put in a good word for me, did he?
As you can see, the Astral Express has made its choice. But somehow, you don't seem surprised.
Change takes time. I understand. As Miss Himiko said, it's just for the moment. There's no need to give me an immediate answer. Patience is one of my strengths.
After leaving Amphorius, the Express will seek out a developed world to restock our supplies. When that time comes, our allies from the Strategic Investment Department are welcome to visit us aboard the Express.
In that case, I have another proposal. One that might be more familiar to Miss Himiko. I hear the moon of Planarcadia is full again. I bet Miss Himiko would love to go home and see it, wouldn't you?
So the moon is full once again. I wonder if all is well over there.
Stable and prosperous as usual. Planarcadia has long since become one of the IPC's most valuable planetary assets. Although I cannot visit there in person, if the Express passes through Planarcadia, my colleagues will surely give you a grand welcoming ceremony.
That's very thoughtful of you. We'll give it serious consideration.
Sorry for taking up so much of your time. I should get going now. Remember, the gates of Astropolis will always be open to the Astral Express. May the winds be favorable on your trailblazing expedition.
Planarcadia? It's been 15 years since I last heard that name.
It's cool. clear she came prepared. Astropolis was probably just a cover. Jade's real objective was to let us know about the IPC's movements in my homeland.
Are you planning to go back and check it out?
Why don't we first explain things to these confused kids? The civilization of Planarcadia on Ahatopia is my homeland. And it's also where the Astral Express once crashed and set off again. Well, I've been away for so long. To be honest, I'm also not quite sure about this. Dan Heng, March 7th, and you've all grown so much during your time in Amphorius. Each of you has become a truly capable Nameless. So you must understand that Jade was right. The Trailblaze no longer means what it once did for the cosmos. Do we keep wandering through space? Or, as she suggested, do we become a core force against the destruction? We should give this question some serious thought before we depart. Going back to where the Trailblaze began again could be a way to reconnect with our original purpose. More importantly, our last stop was really exhausting, so we need to take a proper break. Ahatopia is an Arcadian world steeped in the elation, making it the perfect vacation spot. So, what do you think? That's my suggestion. Give it some thought. Oh, right. Black Swan wasn't part of our discussion earlier. Would you mind passing the message on to her?
This is the enter.
I heard you have some ideas about the next stop. Sorry, but I'm afraid my journey with the Express has come to an end. The Memo Keepers have received summons from the Garden of Recollection, so I must return to report. But this journey through Amphorius has given me many unforgettable memories. Your trust, and my small act of rebellion against the Garden of Recollection. Covering up these traces won't be easy, so I need to leave quietly. Fortunately, a cremator has agreed to help me out, and she's waiting for me. Of course not. The time I've spent with all of you is a treasure I couldn't find anywhere else. When you miss me, gently call out to me in your thoughts. If needed, the lady slumbering within March 7th knows how to find me. If I need help from the Nameless, I will reach out to all of you. Please convey my apologies to everyone for not being able to say goodbye in person. Farewell, sleepyhead.
Planarcadia, another land known as an Arcadia. Clearly, the fall of Iron Tomb has sent shockwaves across the universe. Even the usually scattered Memo Keepers have received a call to gather. Trust the lady. She's no stranger to dancing on a knife's edge, and she's always made it out in one piece.
Still thinking about the next stop? Is that so? If she chose to leave on her own, she must have good reasons for doing so. I hope the Garden of Recollection has no way of knowing what happened inside Amphorius.
I wonder what interesting sights await us in Planarcadia. What? She just left like that? Without even saying goodbye? Aw, I was thinking of throwing her a proper farewell party. Black Swan went against the laws of the Garden of Recollection to help us. I wonder if the Memo Keepers will give her a hard time at this gathering. Yeah, Pathstriders of Remembrance are all really resourceful. I hope her path ahead is smooth.
Without Black Swan, the Express would have never made it to Amphorius, let alone experience this unprecedented adventure.
Let the conductor sound a whistle for her, and wish her smooth sailing ahead.
So, what have you all decided?
I'm on board. Let's head to Planarcadia.
After such a tough battle, we all deserve a good rest.
I have no objections.
Since we're all in agreement, Conductor, prepare for the warp jump.
Attention passengers! The Express is about to make the jump! Please be seated and hold on! Destination, Planarcadia! Let's go!
I dreamed it again. What a ridiculous dream. Even more over the top than what that guy promised. Looks like the Express has once again taken the wrong route. But there's nothing we can do about it. In the River of Time, if cause and effect can be kept apart for long, they're bound to have a terrifying reunion. Am I right, Observer? Watching us from behind countless veils. I've been rambling on since the show just started. You must be totally lost, aren't you? Then just forget all that nonsense I was spouting. Anyway, stop looking here. What you should be focusing on is them.
So we're not just stopping in low orbit this time, but making a direct landing?
According to the comms, the officials have prepared a dedicated platform for the Astral Express to dock.
A whole platform? Just for us? Is this some kind of VIP treatment for coming home? Oh, talk about rolling out the red carpet!
The Express has arrived at the station, connecting to local communications.
From what I see, the Astral Express is considered a legend across the cosmos. So, preparing a fitting gift would be more than appropriate. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Pearl, from the IPC Strategic Investment Department. Now, in my capacity as the legal representative and CEO of this Arcadia, I welcome the Express Navigator, Miss Himiko, back home.
Hello, Miss Pearl. This is news to me. I wasn't aware that the Strategic Investment Department had taken over administration of Planarcadia.
As its governing official, I am still in the process of learning. If I can help this planet grow more prosperous, it would be a profound honor.
We would be even more honored to have a face-to-face conversation with you.
That's exactly what I wanted to say. While the Express is stationed here, the IPC will reasonably accommodate all your requests, including the one you just mentioned. Pardon my choice of words, but I sincerely hope that you enjoy your time in Planarcadia so much you never want to leave.
In that case, I'd like to know about recent events in this world. I heard from Madame Jade that it's once again the time of the full moon.
Indeed. I believe it's also welcoming the Express. After 15 years, now that the Phantas Moon of Elation is full again, the Phantas Moon Games will begin as scheduled. The more lively, the better. During these divine games, distinguished guests from across the cosmos will be stopping by. This time, along with the Express, a delegate from the Xianzhou Alliance has also arrived. Don't be surprised if you happen to run into them.
A Xianzhou envoy?
That's right. A big shot from the Yuchui. Since you just arrived, I won't keep you any longer. I've arranged for staff to wait for you at the platform. Feel free to ask them for anything you need. All of this is a token of appreciation from the Strategic Investment Department to our friends. We hope you'll enjoy yourselves to the fullest.
Madame Pearl's style is different from Aventurine's, but her methods are cut from the same cloth.
This could go on forever. They're really pulling out all the stops to form this anti-destruction alliance. Looks like we need to pay them a visit. Whether to understand the CEO's intentions, or to firmly reject their proposal. At least in my homeland, we have more room to maneuver. Welt, care to join me? As for everyone else, you're free to do it as you please. My suggestion is, why not take a look around and get to know this world better?
In that case, Sunday and I will go gather some intel about the Xianzhou envoy.
Huh? Why you two?
I asked Dan Heng to bring me along. I can't appear in public given my identity, but I have a feeling that the Express might need to make some tough decisions in these complicated circumstances. Understanding the Xianzhou Alliance's stance might help us on our journey.
Hey, you had the toughest time in Amphorius. Since we're splitting up, why not make your mission take a break with March? I'm saying this from the bottom of my heart. I'm counting on you. Same goes for you, March.
Now we'll look like two immature kids just loafing around. Wow, you grew up pretty fast then.
Don't worry, you two. Just make sure to come see me in the parlor car before you leave. I have a favor to ask of you both. Marge, you're here.
So, what kind of mission do you have for us?
It's a long story, but what if I told you there was a game being played in a corner of the cosmos? And the winner might become an Eon. Would that pique your interest? You two saw that special moon in the sky, didn't you? That's a piece of artwork. Here, a ceremony called the Phantom Moon Games is held every full moon. And that's what I was talking about. The game where the winner becomes an Eon.
Pearl mentioned that name too. Just what kind of ceremony could be so mystical?
Historically, the origin of the Phantom Moon Games is tied to a group of mourning actors. Legend has it that they offered heartfelt stories to the moon, hoping for a chance to have an audience with an Eon. Not really. As far as I know, many factions have their own ways of gaining an audience with them. Like the IPC's tourist package, one-day glory tour of the Amber Lord. Pay 1.8 billion credits and you can get a close-up view of Klapoth from an orbital ship at Pier Point. But the Phantom Moon Games are different. They're one of the few well-documented ways where you can actually see an Eon and receive their response. Aha, the Elation. Legend has it that they personally started the Phantom Moon Games, though their motives remain a subject of much speculation. Aha is also one of the Eons closest to humans. They have left behind countless pranks, with this miracle of Aha-topia being one of them. According to historical records, when a supplicant rises above the rest, the elation will manifest, listen to the victor's wishes, and share their authority for 1 minute. Considering this Eon once injected all their power into a noblesse worm, it's not surprising they would do something like this.
What does it mean to become an Eon for a minute?
Among past winners, some sought ultimate power. Some yearned to erase their past regrets. And someone even stored this planet within a scroll painting. But how their wishes were granted and what became of them, only rumors remain, and no one knows the truth. The first signs of the war among the eons are beginning to show. I believe this is why the IPC has been positioning itself here for years. When I saw the Phantos Moon at its fullest, I became even more certain. This ceremony to commune with the Eon, whether genuine or not, could be the turning point that determines the destiny of the cosmos. With all eyes on these games, the IPC won't be the only ones with ulterior motives. The road ahead will likely be fraught with hidden dangers. But what's important is that you make your own decisions, such as whether you'll take part in these grand games, and if so, how. I have only one mission for you both. Explore and understand this world in your own way, as the place where the Trailblaze began anew, and my homeland. You might hear completely different versions of what I just said from others. Trust what you see with your own eyes, and believe in what you choose to believe.
Me too! I won't let her walk ahead alone.
I see you already have your own thoughts on this. In that case, everyone's got a mission to take care of now. Welt and I are going to meet Pearl. We'll see what kind of surprise she has in store for us.
The Astral Express has arrived. Welcome.
Ah, now this is what I call a grand welcome. Let's get off the train. Oh, right. After a few trailblazing expeditions, I've totally figured it out. The first person we meet at every stop is somehow involved in some earth-shattering secret. So when the door opens, keep your eyes peeled.
In the name of erudition, traverse the cosmos. We meet again, deliverer from beyond the sky. I am not the Theoros you know, but the masked fool, Xandar II Kuwabara. This time, I choose to walk the path of elation, and I shall defeat Noose with my sense of humor. After all, I did say before...
My latest dream is to join the Genius Society and play the role of a genius. Hey there, gray hair and darling March. Sparkle? Ah, it was you all along?
Surprised? Well, this time I'm here as Planarcadia's cultural advisor, specially appointed to be the tour director for the Express crew. What are you talking about? I am your director, Director Sparkle. I know we had some minor entanglements in Planarcadia, but you all had fun there, didn't you? Now, the Astral Express has become quite the hero. Her Excellency, the CEO, wanted to find someone who got along with you to show you around this place. So I took on that job.
Ugh, what kind of misunderstanding does she have about the phrase got along?
Time's ticking away. Thankfully, there's no bomb here. So are you coming with me or what?
Fine. But from now on, no more pretending to be someone else.
Lame. Anyway, shall we get going?
Whoa!
Pretty please? Miss Raccoon, we love you! Please? Can I get your autograph? Pretty please?
Is this a train? Looking sharp.
Thanks for the compliment.
Ugh! The train just spoke.
Before us stands not just a train, but a strangeling.
The term strangeling is so outdated. Times have changed, dear guests. Please refer to the Fekine Protection Act. We prefer to be called imaginary.
Ugh. So by the book, you really love those fancy scientific names from the IPC textbooks, huh? Fine. Have it your way. This here is a species unique to Planarcadia. An imaginae, or a being born from paintings. Once upon a time, the artists here discovered that by sketching creatures from their imagination and giving them names, they could bring their creations into reality. This belief in things yet to exist is called wish power, and it sustains the existence of imaginae. If you ask me, this power must be a blessing from the laughter. Oops, got sidetracked. This here is the Bulletworm Express, an imaginae in charge of transportation. You could say they're in the same line of work as you folks.
Oh, so you two must be the nameless from the Astral Express. The passengers in my stomach are always gossiping about you. When you get a chance, hop aboard and give me a try. Let's see who's faster, me or the Astral Express. Ha ha ha!
Thanks. We'll definitely do that when we get the chance. But, man, who would have thought that the Express here is actually a living being? An imaginae. That's absolutely mind-blowing.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Duomension City.
Holy smokes, there are cops at the station? Sparkle, don't tell me you're about to get arrested on the spot.
Having heard about the Astral Express's visit, many citizens got up early just to catch a glimpse of the Nameless. If anyone acts out of line, please don't hesitate to call us.
Oh, gray hair and darling March. You're real celebrities now. Next up,
I'm gonna show you even more mind-blowing stuff. So try not to faint. Holy cow, it's packed in here. What do we have here? Don't worry, just some local specialties.
Look!
That pink-haired girl? She's got this adorable little bunny vibe going on. Is she the inspiration for March Bunny? And that girl with the gray hair next to her is so dashing! She must be the baseball raccoon!
But she doesn't look anything like a raccoon.
Hey, you! Yes, you! Hurry up and say I'm cute! She spoke to us! The laughter! This is the most amazing moment of my life!
Mrs. Larcher! Oh! Please! Mr. Raccoon! Hello? If you hear you! Please, son my forehead! I love you!
Everyone, please maintain order!
The people here are way too passionate. I've never experienced anything like this before. So, this is what having rabid fans feels like? Feels intoxicating to be the center of attention, doesn't it? Just don't get too caught up in it. You might not find your way out. Excuse me, bosses! Stop getting caught up in fan interactions. Today's schedule is really packed. Hey, you up there, Mr. Noodle-looking cat! Could you tell me how to get these two out of here?
Excuse me, that's quite hurtful. I am Station Master Meowton, responsible for overseeing Perdido Station.
Whoa, cats really are liquid. Wait a sec, this kitty is the station master? This world is so weird.
The station's completely surrounded. If any of our esteemed guests get so much as a scratch or loses a few strands of hair to these rabid fans today, my measly pension will go right down the drain. So I've prepared the staff passage for our Astral Express VIPs. Please hurry and exit the station that way. Mention line.
Please,
This
stay
train
calm.
originates at Perdido Station and is bound for the terminal station, Museum of Possible Past. The next stop is Wahaha Grand Theater. The train will depart shortly. Please mind the gap.
Staff passage? To be precise, it's the Imagine Staff Passage. A long time ago, all of this Arcadia was sealed inside a scroll painting. For people inside the painting, they just entered another dimension. It was completely safe. That's because someone brought everything back to reality. Care to guess why the IPC is here? This nation that was once lost in a painting was salvaged by the IPC. That's right. It's Planarcadia's must-see attraction, the portal entrance known as the Interplanar Jump. Though civilization has moved beyond the canvas, the world within the painting wasn't abandoned. Instead, it became part of life for both humans and strangelings. Come on, you two. Follow my lead, and let's dive into the... Interplanar!
How did I turn into Pom-Pom?
Oh, wait. On closer inspection, you don't look exactly like Pom-Pom. Maybe this is what the Trailblaze looks like to the people here.
Jump so high!
Listen, the music changed. I thought I was about to go to heaven. That's right. This is Planarcadia, a world where strangelings roam freely, and a paradise woven from elation and wild imagination. That huge creature perched on the tower is staring right at us. It's giving me the creeps. Oh, it doesn't usually eat people. Unless it spots pink hair. Aw, what's the matter with you? Jumping around and scaring people. That big fellow is called a thunder coil. Don't worry, to him, we're just tiny ants on the ground. Not even enough to get stuck between his teeth. Thunder coil? With a name like that, shouldn't he be flying around making thunder and rain? Why is he just wrapped around that pillar without moving an inch? Times have changed. The IPC issued a decree requiring Imagine to integrate into civilized society. Legally, they have the same rights as humans, which means they have to work too. What? Strangelings have to work too? That's life under IPC management. Who'd dare deny an Imagine their right to work? Now, the Thunder Coil amplifies TV tower signals, ensuring users worldwide can watch the station's broadcasts without interruption. Boring live streams, lame prank shows, and... Oh, there's the big news about the Express arriving! Look! What's up with that billboard? That's not fair! Why does she get a huge poster while I don't? Huh. The IPC is really pulling out all the stops to hype you guys up. Don't mind me saying this, but for every penny the IPC spends on you, they expect a return in the hundreds or thousands. You'd better watch your back. That's one of those giant robots Mr. Yang loves! What is that? A decapitated Intellitron? This is a new life form that was born after the last Phantom Moon Games. An Imagine called a Mechatron, created by the IPC. Technically speaking, it was drawn by IPC machines. Even though in Planarcadia, the creation of Imagine has always been the artist's responsibility. For the IPC, they always want to improve everything with their industrial mindset. This thing is also an Imagine? Doesn't look that different from a mech to me.
Young lady, I must correct your cognitive bias. We are absolutely not the same as mechs.
The Mechatron spoke!
Our creation isn't as complicated as mechs, and we're not as fragile as Intellitrons when we're born. That's because we don't need to install an Intellitron's logic center, nor do we require a mech's power reactor. Pour materials into the mold channels, die-cast the parts, assemble them together. And just like that, we Mechatron are complete. We can fly, run, and jump, second to none among technological marvels.
I get it. So you move with wish power, I suppose.
Oh, seems someone knows their stuff.
Yeah, that was 15 years ago. Wish power reaches its peak during the full moon, and so Imagine take this chance to multiply and thrive. Just like they say in documentaries, when spring arrives and nature awakens, it's mating season for the strangelings again. The novelty's probably worn off by now. Let's keep moving.
faintest moon rises full.
Director Sparkle? What's with this huge line of people?
Looks like a new release of a comic.
Fluffy across the blue? What's this? I'd love to get a copy and check it out.
I don't think you guys would enjoy this comic.
Is that a dessert shop run by cats?
Dreamless Coffee is a chain store owned by Cat Imagine. The coffee and desserts here are absolutely delicious.
Stop talking. I'll buy you a coffee if you just shush it.
Let me have a taste.
Are you two travelers from outer space? Welcome to Planarcadia. How's the situation in the cosmos these days? Oh my! If it isn't the heroes of the Astral Express! What an honor to meet you both. As Nameless, you must go on life and death adventures all the time, right? Would you like to keep smiling happily forever, no matter what adversity comes your way?
Happy forever? Is that even possible? Yeah. If you keep eating sweets, at some point, they stop tasting as sweet as they used to.
If you're interested in learning more, I'll be around here. Feel free to come find me anytime. I'm from the Research Society of Happy Smiles. As everyone knows, this place is blessed by the laughter, making it a peaceful paradise. However, even while living a peaceful life, our existence remains entangled in countless worries and suffering. Crushing workloads, measly pay, demanding bosses. Turn on the TV, and all the bad news from across the cosmos hits you in the face. These are all enemies of happiness. Just like how the Astral Express defeated the Lord Ravager, we, the founders of the Research Society of Happy Smiles, have received divine revelation from the laughter and vow to help the residents of Planarcadia defeat these enemies of happiness and bring joy to everyone.
Every fool in the tavern says stuff like this when they get drunk.
Listen,
the laughter is talking to me.
Hey, you two, interested in joining us? It would be such an honor for all our members if you could become part of our society.
Oh, gray hair March, don't tell me you two are buying into her nonsense.
This lady seems a bit off her rocker. Let's get out of here quick.
Really? Please allow me to introduce.
Hey, we're only halfway through exploring this street. How can you let someone whisk you away already? Sorry. We just arrived here, and there are still so many places to check out. You can introduce us next time.
Oh, is that so? That's a shame. But don't worry. opportunities for happiness will always be waiting for you. I hope we can have another heart-to-heart someday, so that you both can be guided to a life filled with eternal happy smiles.
Brand new extra strong Pure Point coffee. Have a taste.
Oh, there's something on the traffic light. Should we check it out from the overpass?
Please do not take any pictures.
I've been wondering about this since we were at the station. These colorful little dumplings seem to be all over the streets here.
Ah, you must be tourists? Don't panic. Those are just little things we call Wispay. The tiny wishes that humans make every moment of the day can condense into Wispay. Some say these little creatures are proto-imaginae. They just never had anyone to give them forms, so they appear in the world in the simplest, most natural state.
They do look pretty adorable. Like little wiggly blobs of jelly. Probably shouldn't ask this, but can we eat them?
They may be mischievous, but please don't hurt them.
Ugh! Eating random things off the street will give you an upset stomach. When the express passed through the skies, I saw it. That's the Phantom Moon, right? Legend has it the Laughter themselves painted it. But who knows what's true and what's not. So, does Aha really watch over those who attend the Phantom Moon games through this moon? Well, well. Didn't expect darling March and little gray hair to be interested in this Eonic game too. I knew it! The Laughter once traveled with your Akibili, and now the Nameless are drawn to their game in this Arcadia. Must be fate. So, what aspect of the Phantom Moon games would you like to know about? You must have heard the legend of the 8 morning actors who offered their stories to the moon in order to try to move Aha. The masks that were worn by these 8 people are the tickets to joining the games. Under the full Phantom Moon, choose one of the masks and become a supplicant. Then you can compete with the other 7 for the chance to meet the Eon. Looks like we'll need to get a mask first if we want to join the games. In modern terms, it's all about getting views and clicks. Views and clicks? Are you kidding me? They didn't have that kind of stuff in, mythological times. That's how the legend goes. The morning actors offered up their stories, but the Laughter didn't even spare them a glance. And so, to catch the Eon's eye, the Phantom Moon games ended up leaving behind incredible feats each time. From forging swords that could cleave mountains in half, to transforming snowy peaks into floating jellies of sugary frost. It's still the same today. The supplicants must give it their all to capture the attention of the people of this Arcadia and accumulate wish power. And the Laughter will only reward the most thrilling miracles. Oh? Don't tell me our little drama in Paniconi wasn't entertaining enough for you. Gray hair, let's drop it this time. I've been dealing with some minor issues lately. Oh, what kind of issues could possibly be bothering you? Don't tell me you're cooking up another crazy scheme. I'll keep you in suspense for now. So, where do you want to hang out next? Let's head this way. We can turn into the food street. They've got all sorts of goodies there.
Click, click.
Huh?
I felt like someone was sneakily following us around for a while now. Looks like it wasn't my imagination. What's this little thing's deal, huh? It's kinda dressed like you, isn't it? Not surprising at all. The Astral Express is quite the celebrity these days, turning heads wherever they go. There's always someone keeping a close eye on your every move.
Click, 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 click.
Holy for Bowly! For Bobo Weekly exclusive scoop! Famous raccoon from the Astral Express caught in secret rendezvous with streamer Sparksy, seemingly to join forces for the Phantasmoon Games.
Famous raccoon? Secret rendezvous with Sparksy? What is he talking about? Some tabloid journalist trying to stir up a juicy scandal, huh? They might both use cameras. But our darling March is way cuter than this paparazzi creep. Hey, I can speak for myself.
Click, 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 click! Breaking news from Burbobo! Famous raccoon from the Astral Express openly claims Furbos can't be journalists, suspected of human supremacist ideology.
Hey, don't write nonsense in your report. Why are you just standing there? Hurry up and catch that thing.
Can't catch me! Boom, 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 boom! I'm out of here!
So, are we gonna kill the Furbo to silence it? We would never do something so violent.
Unlimited free.
That little fella can transform into different things. Let's look around. Welcome. Welcome to wherever you like.
That's good.
It's your turn to choose today, you know? So, Megatron?
I blocked! Holy Burbo, finally, gotcha!
In your dreams! Boom, 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 boom! Out of here!
troublemaker. Delete those sneaky photos, and don't you dare write any of your made-up stories, or I'm gonna show you what's what.
Escape now! I, for Bullitzer, may just be a humble tabloid journalist, but I'll never bow down to evil forces when it comes to defending freedom of the press! I'm on fire!
Whoa, why did this guy suddenly get into a combat stance?
My purpose is to protect.
I choose you!
Harmony and unison.
Soaring above the lands! This is permanence!
You want to betray me? Etched in your bones! Can't wait anymore! Please, don't hurt this poor working gerbil!
Aren't you acting all tough just now? You've got some nerve. Sneaky photos of Miss Sparkle and the Astral Express.
I mistook you for someone else. I thought you were that famous streamer. As for the Express's Great Raccoon, we're all huge fans of the Great Raccoon. You see, I've even styled my whole outfit after your look.
Now, let's talk about compensation. Adding up emotional distress, lost wages, nutrition fees, and whatnot. 1 million credits per person should do it.
1 million? President Nihilux has already been behind on everyone's wages for months. For the money, they'll risk their neck being a tabloid journalist, sneaking photos of the bigwigs on the Astral Express. Right now, I've got no money, and well, no life left to lose either.
Gray hair. Being this kind-hearted is gonna come back to bite you.
Since I offended the Great Raccoon of the Express, I suppose we could settle this with some compensation.
Huh? Didn't you just say you had no money? What's with the sudden change of heart? This seems fishy.
My pockets are truly empty. However, regarding compensation, I implore the Great Raccoon to visit our Furbobo Weekly magazine office. Here's my business card right here. It has the magazine's address and contact details. Rest assured, President Nihilux will definitely present compensation that'll satisfy the Great Raccoon. Please, please make sure to come claim your compensation. What's a chat?
Ugh, darn it! it got away again. Make sure to come claim your compensation? I wonder if I can trust that Furbo's words.
Money can't buy entertainment this good. Since that scheming little Furbo's extended an invitation, might as well go check it out. Right now in Planarcadia, there are eyes following you everywhere, just like that Furbo.
So, Sparkle, what's your angle in keeping tabs on us?
My darling March, you still doubt me. What about you, gray hair? You got that right. Why would I ever hurt my favorite source of joy? What you should be worried about right now isn't me or that tabloid journalist from earlier. Mm-mm. Has the renowned Astral Express come to Planarcadia as tourists on vacation? Or are you here for the Eon's game, eager to share their authority? For the local residents, you're already in the spotlight without doing anything. If you decide to join this game, you'd better stay on your toes. There are quite a few people looking to join the Phantasmoon Games and become a supplicant. In their eyes, the Astral Express is the perfect prey. Among the folks I know, there's one who might become your enemy. She's about to put on quite a show at the plaza up ahead. Wanna go check it out together?
These little Wispay are quite mischievous.
As lively as our darling March.
Hey, I'm being super well behaved here. Wow, so many gold coins!
Just some unclaimed wish power fragments. Pick them up when you find them. The Elation is naturally the most venerated deity here. However, people have their own different ways of practicing Elation. You've noticed those massive @ signs floating over there, haven't you? The IPC has built a comprehensive network in Planarcadia, letting people soak up entertainment around the clock. Word from the tavern is that the IPC wants to control this year's Phantasmoon Games. Though, they've been itching to do that for 15 years already. To us fools, those IPC folks are like a swarm of buzzing worker bees, tirelessly building their dull, mechanical business hives everywhere. The worst part is, these folks actually enjoy it. Their Elation is mind-numbingly boring. And even worse, this dull Elation has spread like a plague to every corner of Planarcadia. Come on in and feel it for yourself.
Mention City Local, are you? This plaza wasn't designed very well.
Is that all?
Planarcadia has enough entertainment to keep you busy until doomsday without repeating anything. You know what's missing here? Real fun. What's the difference between being glued to the internet all day and being stuck in a dream? The Phantasmoon games must not fall into the IPC's hands and be reduced to a business deal decided by internal bidding. It must not become just another bargaining chip in the power struggle between cosmic forces. She'll be here soon. Have some patience, gray hair. I witnessed the potential of the Trailblaze in Penacony. The sparks that fly when paths collide. It's absolutely mesmerizing. In Planarcadia, what surprises will you bring for the elation? And there's also the preservation, the hunt. Don't you think that on the eve of the Phantasmoon Games, Planarcadia looks just like a card game among eons? If that's the case. Friends, have you ever heard of Cosmicon Collective? What's that? It's the hottest trading card game in the world right now. Tons of people are playing it at the tavern, too. The cards feature legendary figures from across the universe, along with their power levels. Just roll the dice and compare numbers to see who's stronger and who's weaker. Why don't you take a guess? Gray hair, care to play cards with me? Think of it as a rehearsal for the Phantasmoon Games, right here, at this tiny card table. If you beat me, I'll tell you the enemy's name. Maybe we can team up and take her on. As expected of you, gray hair, starting off with a bang. Since you won, this card is yours. If you want more cards, go chat with the card masters at the plaza. A streamer who's about to go live at the plaza. She calls herself Sparksy. That's right. She's your enemy. This streamer, just like you, has been seeking a chance to join the Phantom Moon Games. It won't be long before she shows up at the plaza.
That little trouble you've gotten yourself into. It's her, isn't it?
Darling March, I just can't escape your sixth sense, huh? She's our common enemy. If you need my help...
Oh, there she is! That woman who stuffed me in the trash can! Ah, she's right there! Get her!
Everything we leave behind in life has a way of coming back to us in unexpected ways. Now that the IPC guide is here, the tavern guide will be on her way.
So, you really weren't sent by the IPC to welcome us?
Quality time together is always so short. Before I take my leave, allow me to give you a friendly hint. Remember this well. For all supplicants who join the Phantom Moon Games, whether they look up or down, the moon that humanity gazes upon in the sky is always the same Phantom Moon.
Is this some kind of riddle?
Remember this little riddle? You might need it when we meet again.